Met Report.
Increases in parking fees may have you breaking the piggy bank.
Record-breaking temperatures are responsible for heat-related deaths across the U.S.
And it's an inspiring story of a man who outran cancer. The Met Report starts now.
Thanks for joining us for this special summer edition of the Met Report. I'm Douglas Coulter.
And I'm Andrea Herrera. After the Orlando massacre earlier this month, the LGBT community at MSU Denver found a way to honor the victims across the country.
The group took part in the annual Denver Pride Fest parade, marching in the name of the victims who were injured and killed, showing their faces and honoring their names. MSU Denver was also involved in the Capitol Hill area, where spectators had the chance to show their support for the Orlando with sentiments on a chalkboard.
Registering for classes, filling out FAFSA, and all things MSU Denver, there's an app for that. The MSU Denver app has resources to simplify the college experience. For new students, the app is currently being tested by 500 incoming freshmen. Changes in parking may have you digging for extra change.
We first brought the story to you at the end of May, and now the area board has approved a new rate increase of 25 cents for all campus parking lots. The rates will go into effect July 1st, the start of the new fiscal year. An additional 25-cent charge will go into effect for the 2017-2018 fiscal year. The current rates have been in place since 2013, and value parking permits will still be available at a discounted price. The increase will help break even from a current deficit as a result of rising maintenance costs and the recent construction of the 5th Street Garage.
The Office of Career Services is hosting a weekly job search and meetups to help recent graduates in their search for a right job. The meeting takes place every Wednesday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. in the Tivoli 215. For more information, contact April Peterson.
The moment you've been waiting for all year is here. The annual Top Taco Festival is hosted right here on campus. Several different taco vendors were offered throughout the week, plus live music and plenty of drinks. If you missed out on the taco fun, don't fret. The Denver Taco Fest is going to be here all weekend.
Triple Crown will be hosting a softball camp at the Regency Athletic Complex on Sunday, June 26th from 8 to noon. Any high school graduates from 2017 to 2018 are welcome to attend, and if you're interested, you could register online at roadrunnersathletics.com.
And if softball isn't your sport of choice, the MSU Denver women's soccer team is hosting a camp from July 11th through the 15th. The soccer camp is open for kids ages 6 through 14 and focuses on developing individual and team sports. Registration for that event is also available online at roadrunnerathletics.com. Well, guys, I think that's an awesome program for the kids, no matter what the sport is, and especially this time of year when it's starting to warm up.
It is. It's going to really start to warm up. So all those kids that are going out there and playing those sports, make sure you drink lots of water. Wear the sunscreen, yes, because you can just fry up in that sun, especially since we're a mile above sea level.
Oh, yeah.
That's where
it really gets you.
It does. And take a look at this beautiful photo. The Herrera campus, Tivoli, looking prestigious out there with plenty of sunshine, the green grass. That shot just screams summertime to me with those mower marks. Absolutely beautiful out there for the remainder of our afternoon. Current temperature right now, we sit at 91 degrees with partly sunny skies. Our winds are going to be light and variable, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. And our high today, we'll expect to see our temperature hit 94 degrees. Now, at the 1 o'clock period, we do see 92. Clouds start to move in, and then as we make our way into the afternoon hours, well, those summertime thunderstorms might pop up over the mountains and then push out east, and they could become severe later on past the I-25 corridor, but then we cool off to 77 degrees by 9 p.m. and the clouds, they start to move out of the area after that. Now, our average for this time of year, we've been well above that. 85 degrees is usually where we should be. Our low right at 55 degrees. We've been right around 60 degrees for the past couple of days. And our average rainfall, well, it is monsoon season right now. 1 inch or a little over an inch and a half per se. Stick around. I'll have your weekend detailed forecast coming up in the next few minutes. I'll tell you when we see our next chance for rain after today, and then how hot will we get next week. All that and much more coming up next.
Thanks, Josh. When we come back, the results of a Brexit referendum are in, and big changes are coming to the European Union.
And later in sports, one MSU Denver student is pitching his way to the big leagues. We'll be right back.
In our area, everything changes. There's always new things to see or do.
In your Noticiero TMED, we'll tell you all you need to know about our school.
News about our region and beyond our borders.
Every Friday morning at 10:30 through Comcast Channel 58 in Denver and on live stream in iTunes or Android. Noticiero TVMed, the student voice of MSU Denver in Spanish.
Hey Roadrunners, my name is Mary Kate Newton, Editor-in-Chief of the Metropolitan, our school's weekly student-run newspaper, and this is what we do. Check us out for all the latest in Roadrunners sports, all the latest in entertainment and reviews, all the latest in MSU Denver news and other local happenings. And we are always looking for new writers, photographers, and copy editors, so if you're interested in being part of the staff, visit Tivoli 313. The Metropolitan is the student voice of MSU Denver. Let your voice be heard.
A monumental vote has left Britain breaking away from the European Union. The vote took place yesterday, and the votes broke down with 52% in favor of Britain breaking away from the Union, which was established after World War II. The term has been dubbed Brexit and resulted in British Prime Minister David Cameron stepping down. The move away from the EU will mean lots of change for the people of Europe and the economy.
At least 6 dead and more than 50 injured after the protests in Mexico became violent earlier this week. Teachers and residents in Oaxaca, Mexico spoke out against the national education reform that would change the way teachers are evaluated. After 7 days of street blockage on the highway connected to Oaxaca and Mexico City, police moved and clashed with the protesters have moved to Chihuahua.
A Loveland resident is among the first confirmed cases in West Nile virus in Colorado this year. The Department of Health and Environment indicated the patient may have contracted the virus during the last full week of May. The higher than usual snowpack has created a breeding ground for mosquitoes in much of Colorado. Loveland began spraying for them this week, treating stagnant water for mosquitoes.
House of Democrats have ended the sit-in protest House floor after the 24-hour filibuster in reaction to the massacre in Orlando. The House of Democrats took the floor Wednesday morning, demanding the vote for the bill that would expand background checks and deny gun sales to people on the terrorist watch list. The House of Minority Leaders Nancy Pelosi and others vowed to continue pushing the vote.
Well, the sport of running is tough, but imagine running long distances all while fighting America's second biggest killer.
Met Report's John Manning caught up with a long-distance runner who overcame the odds in more than one way.
Some people hate it. Some people love it. And for Chris Smiley, running started off as nothing too serious.
Running actually started off as just like for fun and honestly for girls.
Chris was one of the 13,000 people who ran one of the recent Colfax Marathon races. But it wasn't just his 6'6" stature, but also his story of perseverance that made him stand out.
1 minute countdown!
In September 2013, doctors discovered a large tumor on Chris's left vocal cord and something else that would change his life forever.
They discovered the tumor, and I ended up having emergency surgery that same night around midnight. And 3 days later, I found out I had cancer.
The tumor paralyzed Chris's vocal cord, bringing him down to a whisper. And just like running a marathon, he knew he was in for an uphill battle, this time with cancer.
Finding out I had cancer was, psychologically it affects you, but going through the actual chemo and going through the actual radiation, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
And though he remained upbeat while going through treatment, with everything Chris was going through, he found one thing that could help him deal with it all. Running.
It just takes your mind off of the pain for, you know, that hour or 2 hours, or depending on what you're doing.
And no ailment was going to stop Chris from continuing his streak of running a Colfax race every year since 2006, including the first one after his diagnosis.
I was 2 weeks out of the hospital, like 2 weeks done with chemo, and I was just skinny, sick. I had no body fat, and I ran the half marathon with, you know, the steel trach in my throat and the feeding tube in my stomach.
And after rigorous training this year, Chris competed in and completed the Urban 10-miler race. With some new bling to add to the ever-growing collection, Chris was all smiles after the race, which was his same mentality during his bout with cancer.
It sounds cliche, but you have to have a good attitude. I was told later that my attitude got me through this.
For the Met Report, John Madden.
Not too long ago, we were talking about the snowstorms and freezing temperatures. Fast forward to now, where the triple-digit heat is melting much more than the southern U.S. Since last week, temperatures in California, Nevada, Arizona, and here in Colorado have been running at least 15 degrees Fahrenheit above average, increasing fire danger. The high heat was responsible for at least 5 deaths over the weekend. Here in Colorado, the heat is responsible for buckling streets in southern portions of the metro area.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, the Colorado Renaissance Festival is going on through the summer. Charisma Hicks headed down to Larkspur for the festivities.
This past weekend, I had the chance to make it out to Larkspur for the annual Colorado Renaissance Festival, where hundreds of people showed up in their best medieval getup and celebrated the good old days in a fabricated town where there were sightings of fictional characters, camels, and even a magic show. We can't forget the most important feature of this event, food. Options ranged from cinnamon salted nuts to cheesecake on a stick. There were even quite a few tomatoes, but not to eat, to throw. There are plenty of family fun activities such as jousting, henna, face painting, and hair braiding. This event will last until the end of July. Grab your friends, family, and get ready to
rock and roll! Rock and roll!
Boy, we really start to crank the heat up, but tonight we do get a chance to cool off. Thanks for joining us here on the Met Report. I'm student meteorologist Josh Cozart. Tonight's low, which is actually tomorrow morning right before the sun comes up, we'll be sitting comfortably at 63 degrees. Few clouds hanging around, and our winds anywhere out of the southwest at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now tomorrow morning, right around 9 a.m. once you get up and about, 72 degrees, so we quickly start to warm things up. A few clouds will still stick around from the early morning hours, but then tomorrow afternoon, a chance for another thunderstorm moves through. This is Colorado's monsoon season, but we do cool off a little bit. 85 degrees will be our high for tomorrow. Winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Go ahead, pick out your spot for Saturday. Most of the Denver metro area is going to be in the mid to low 80s with a few spots. Denver 85, Thornton also at 85. And as you head up into the high country, you do get a little bit of a break or a relief from the heat with those temperatures in the mid 70s. Now Sunday we do start to warm things back up yet again. Denver at 90 degrees, Thornton at 91 along with Broomfield and Brighton. Down south a little bit cooler as we go up in elevation, 88 for Lone Tree and Parker, a comfortable 86 degrees. So relatively cooler temperatures than what we saw last week. Now that's all due to this cold front that's swinging through on Saturday. It could bring us that chance for those isolated thunderstorms late in the afternoon. Again, the monsoon moisture moving up, but take a look. We have a nice high pressure system sitting over the desert states, and that is going to make its way down into Colorado as we move into Sunday, and it's really just going to dominate most of the western portion, with an exception near Albuquerque with a few isolated showers. But that low pressure system, it takes a ride up north, giving a few isolated, possibly severe thunderstorms in the Chicago, St. Louis area. So if you have any travel plans up there for your summer vacation, take a look out for the severe weather on Sunday. Now for our 5-day forecast, we do stay with the heat on Monday with plenty of sunshine, a high of 91 degrees, and the 90s continue into Tuesday before catching a relief from the heat with a high of 84 on Wednesday, and those thunderstorms continue for the rest of the week.
MyMetMedia.com is a new interactive website. Watch full newscasts from the Met Report. The Metropolitan have you covered. K-Met Radio have everything you need 24 hours a day. El Noticiero TV Met give you news in Spanish. How to advertise with us? Email sales@metmedia.com.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Now joining us for EMET is Melanie Townsend.
Hey Mile High, TGIF, and happy official start to the summer. I'm about to celebrate the warm weather by the poolside, margarita in hand in Mexico. All right. Yeah, in a couple weeks. Now, we at the Met Report would love to know where you guys are going on vacation this summer. So send in your pics to us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. We love to see and hear all about your travels this summer. So most people take time off to see major landmarks like Mount Rushmore, but how about taking time off to see some Cheetos? Yeah, that's right. There's an actual online Cheeto art museum going on where people are submitting their unique Cheeto-inspired creations or lookalikes for up to $150,000 in prize money. So far, the top contestants have been Cheetos that look like the Statue of Liberty or the Loch Ness Monster, so you could see right there. So obviously I chose the wrong career path and I should have been a Cheeto artist if it pays that well. In EMET Celeb News, a disturbing find from the late Michael Jackson's estate has surfaced. Authorities from the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department seized more than 80 video files, pictures, and hard drives containing child pornography and animal torture. Jackson allegedly used these to seduce or desensitize children he invited to his home on Neverland Ranch. Jackson was charged in 2003 with 7 counts of child molestation before passing away in 2009. And Hollywood is in mourning this week after the sudden loss of Anton Yelchin. He was in his driveway last Sunday when his 2015 Grand Jeep Cherokee slid back into him and pinned him against a mailbox and security fence. Since then, the FCA has called for a recall on the car due to reports of a faulty lever system. The humble and kind Star Trek actor was only 27 years old. Truly sad, and such a talented actor, but Anton can still be celebrated when he's up on the silver screen for Star Trek Beyond coming out next month. And another big movie that is making some major waves came out last weekend. Last weekend's premiere of the long-awaited sequel, Finding Dory, has set a new record. The Pixar film has taken in about $320 million in the box office since opening night. Now, that is a lot of clams, and the critics' survey says that the film lives up to the expectations and people can't get enough of this adorable baby Dory. Well, let's hope these next films are that lucky. Yes, guys, it's about that time to find out what movies should be taking up your weekend in EMET's must-sees.
Ready for this. We used their technology to strengthen our planet. But it won't be enough.
I see them in my dreams. They're coming back.
After its debut back in 1996, an epic classic returns. Independence Day comes back to theaters with most of the original cast members still on board, minus Mr. Will Smith. After an alien attack ravaged Earth the first time, the aliens are back with more firepower to finish what they started.
That is definitely bigger than the last one.
And McConaughey sheds the sexy Magic Mike demure and trades it in for the shaggy beard of a Mississippi outlaw in the free state of Jones, based on the true story of Newt Knight, a Confederate Army deserter who forges an alliance with runaway slaves and leads a rebellion to change history. All right, those movies look awesome, so I suggest you take a break this weekend and check it out. Thank you so much for watching EMET. Don't go away, because Sports with Michael Jeffs is next.
And the Roadrunners, their third straight regional title.
You love Roadrunner sports, and so do we. From high-flying Metro State action to in-depth interviews with coaches, players, and staff, the Roadrunner Review is here to keep you up to date with everything that is Metro State sports.
Yeah, there we go.
Check us out on Altitude Sports and Entertainment, Comcast CET, and at GoMetroState.com to follow your Roadrunners all season long.
Roadrunners with our impressive comeback.
So tune in and get rowdy.
Now joining us for sports is Michael Jeffs.
52 years of suffering are over for the city of Cleveland as the Cavaliers bring home their first NBA championship. The Warriors looking to go back-to-back as they face off against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the championship round for the second year in a row, only Cleveland had other plans. Game 7 with all on the line. Cleveland off to a hot start as Thompson and James put the Cavaliers on the board first. Golden State battles back with two three-pointers from Barnes and Green to go on an 8-0 run and make it an 8-4 game. Back and forth, both teams not letting up as the Warriors hit their fourth three-pointer in the first quarter. You need about 8 of those to keep up with LeBron James as he dunks for the tie. Second quarter, and the back and forth continues as the lead changes 9 times. However, Golden State ends the second with 5 three-pointers and a 49-42 lead. Third quarter, and the Cavs starting to take a demanding lead as the turnovers and fouls continue for Golden State. But does that stop the Warriors? No. The three keep on raining as Golden State goes into the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead. Both teams able to see the trophy as we enter the last 15 minutes of the NBA season. And Curry with a deep three to tie the game at 83. Less than 2 minutes left and James saying not this time. Kyrie Irving over Steph Curry nails the three to put the nail in the coffin and send Cleveland home with a 93-89 win and their first championship. From a Roadrunner to the MLB, every baseball player's dream is making it to the professionals. Metro State's own Julian Garcia did just that. From college to the majors, on Friday, June 10th, the Philadelphia Phillies drafted Metro State's right-handed pitcher, Julian Garcia. As a sophomore, Julian is the second Roadrunner to make it to the big leagues. Garcia went in the 10th round, 287th pick overall. Going 5-7 in 2016, he set a school record with 95 strikeouts and a 2.9 ERA. The 6'3" pitcher pitched 2 complete games while the Roadrunners outscored their opponent 7-2 in the process. Garcia will continue to go to the school in the fall and spring semesters, but as of summer, June will be pitching in a mini camp for the Phillies Farm League, and next summer will most likely start in short A-ball for the Williamsport Crosscutters. All right, guys, so Julian Garcia, one of Metro State's own pitchers, has made it to the major leagues now, and I'm not a Phillies fan, but after seeing him go, I think I can start being one.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's good to see Roadrunners getting out there and getting for him, a big jump on his career.
That's exciting. Very exciting.
Very exciting, but not as exciting as this forecast. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what this week has in store for us. Monday, 90s continue into Tuesday with plenty of sunshine. And then Wednesday through Friday, we see some of those isolated thunderstorms possibly become severe. Keep a close eye on our Facebook page and Twitter, all the social media sites where we'll keep you updated as those thunderstorms make their way through the area.
Thanks, Josh. And for all the latest campus news and events, be sure to visit mymetmedia.com and connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you.
From the entire Met Report staff, thanks for watching. We'll see you on campus.
In our area, everything changes. There's always new things to see or do.
In your Noticiero TMED, we'll tell you all you need to know about our school.
News about our region and beyond our borders.
Every Friday morning at 10:30 through Comcast Channel 58 in Denver and on live stream in iTunes or Android. Noticiero TVMed, the student voice of MSU Denver in Spanish.
Hey Roadrunners, my name is Mary Kate Newton, Editor-in-Chief of the Metropolitan, our school's weekly student-run newspaper, and this is what we do. Check us out for all the latest in Roadrunners sports, all the latest in entertainment and reviews, all the latest in MSU Denver news and other local happenings. And we are always looking for new writers, photographers, and copy editors, so if you're interested in being part of the staff, visit Tivoli 313. The Metropolitan is the student voice of MSU Denver. Let your voice be heard.